the lighting in here is so mysterious. Because like the big, I don't like the big light,
Oh,
and
really?
yeah. And also, it is my girlfriend's room as well, so it's just like privacy and shit. I don't know.
This generation absolutely hates the big light.
Yeah, fuck the big light, man. I did a TikTok live yesterday, and I was like, I had to turn on the big light for me to play the piano because you wouldn't be able to see me, and like my
Hmm.
lamp was on my desk, and yeah, everyone was like, fuck the big light, and I was like, too right, fuck the big light.
Oh, God,
Yeah,
not to be a pick me, but I kind of like the big light. It depends on the light.
that's so pick me, man.
I
So
know.
pick me energy, bro.
Like, I really enjoy the very white and cold, bright lighting for working at least. Like, I never, especially with stuff like when I was studying for my leaving cert, I changed the light bulb in my lamp because I didn't like that very
Really?
warm orangey. It just made me tired because that's the lamp I
Oh
had
yeah,
before I
okay.
slept.
Yeah, I
So if
get
I
you.
was in a work mode, I want it bright, white, fluorescent, kind of sterile, keep me in that frame.
Right, that makes sense. That makes sense. In fairness, but to be honest, I didn't really think that much. I was like, I'm in a room. There's there's light. Perfect.
Cool. Well, no
Oh,
big light
yeah,
there, and I have all the big lights up here.
yeah, perfect. Listen,
It,
I have a lamp. I have lamp.
I love lamp.
I love lamp.
Hey, I'm Baby Queen.
Hi, I'm Katie Beza.
Hey, this is Ram McMullen.
Hi guys, Lara here.
Hey, I'm Jim Koala.
Hi, I'm Astrides.
And you are listening to Léim Thart.
And you're listening to Léim Thart.
And you're listening to Léim Thart.
It's out now.
Really hope you enjoy it.
So enjoy.
Howdy, this is a message from future Rory. As you may have heard in the intro there, I have a quick explainer to do that this chat with Paddy that you're about to launch into was done on a different laptop to what I usually do Léim Thart from. And in the process, unfortunately, my audio got a little bit messed up, but nonetheless, I am so excited for you to learn all about his brilliant debut EP. It's called Over and Over. You can get it everywhere now. I really enjoyed listening to it. I love learning about it, and so will you. So here is the full chat now with Paddy Keyes on Léim Thart.
Yeah,
Welcome, Paddy Keyes, to Léim Thart. It's been a long time coming.
long time coming is right. Thanks for having me, man.
No, it's great. I always knew we'd have this chat. It was just a matter of when and picking
Yeah,
the moment. And I'm glad we picked the moment because debut EP is out. It's out in the world. Everyone can listen to it.
finally as well. Long time coming that as well.
Yeah, especially given all the music that you've put out over the last few years. And I was trying to think back over the last few days. 'Cause honestly, I'm not sure where I stumbled across you, but it was I can say with some confidence that it's because we have a lot of friends in common through the orbit
Yeah,
of Post Party. So sooner or later, you were going to cross my desk.
post party is definitely in that circle, man. Like they have just such a sea of connections and whatever. Like so, I wouldn't be surprised if Matty O'Reilly was has something to do with it. Um, but yeah, no, we've a lot of friends that yeah, but we bumped into each other a few times as well, you know. So it's just
Yeah, at
yeah.
Post Party shows.
Yeah, yeah, okay, it's post party, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like I can't say for certain, but I just know that there's some involvement there. Um, and that's also not to bring up the old wounds, but I still just can't forget the fact that you actually thought my name was Liam.
Yeah, but no, I actually didn't. But I when I went up to you for the first time, Liam, and didn't Fred Roberts do the same thing though?
Yes, and I think I'm trying to remember. I think that is on the record. Um, on the
You said he,
first time that we met on Zoom, he was saying he wasn't sure if my name was like Lame Rory or if Lame was just like some Irish spelling of Liam. And
yeah,
so yeah, so you two are the only two that have done
surely
that,
not,
at least from the podcast guests.
surely not.
Yeah,
There has to be more.
there's been people who weren't on the podcast who have thought my name was
Okay,
Liam.
yeah, I remember being mortified, man. That was a tough evening because that gig as well was rough
Yeah,
in
you
Galway.
did such a good job that night. You all like showed incredible strength and bravery. This was I won't name drop anyone or place in particular, but it was a post party gig that you were playing at as well, and
In
a lot of
Galway.
things were, yeah, grand. You did it, not me. You had a lot of things against you that day.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a lot not going our way. But listen, I think we made the most of it, and the audience were up for it. And yeah, I think we made the most of a really, really, really bad situation. But
Yes,
still, you know, good memories. Good memories.
exactly. And I was really delighted that night that I finally got to hear your song Serotonin live, because that was definitely the first song of yours I heard, and I've said it multiple times. I was just hooked on that one because
Oh,
very summery, hits you in the heart, and it's one that I still reach for when I'm having a good day. When something good happens that like relaxes me a little bit, I'm just like, yeah, put it on.
thank you, man. I think that's my favorite song I've written. I think that or Holding My Breath. They're my two
Yeah,
babies. Like they're the favorite children. Do you know? Do you know
yeah,
you have your favorite child? No, that's okay.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, they are. Serotonin is my baby. Like, do you know? Um,
Grand. So
but
like Serotonin is getting a PS5 for Christmas, and Over and Over is getting socks.
over and over we get a bike or something. We get a nice bike. Um, yeah, I say take me higher. We get cool. Something like
Okay,
that. Best
I'm
friend can have socks. Best friend can have socks.
grand, grand. I'm gonna leave all that decision making to
Yeah.
you. But
I'm
that was the
myself.
first time I saw you live. But you've played Workman's, you played Whelan's just there before Christmas. You've done
Yeah.
C sessions, which I wrote in my notes with a Z at the end of sessions because I'm cool. And then you've also opened for Friends Post Party, Good Neighbours, who are really popping off right now, and
Mhm.
incoming support for Overpass. You're on the stage quite a lot, and the debut
Yeah.
EP, Over and Over, is out now. We have 6 songs. It's about time, as you said yourself. Have you been able to relax a little bit?
I
It's
leave
out.
it like I think I relaxed too much in the process of making the EP that like towards the end when the gigs and like when I started working with Rory properly, it just all kind of like picked up again. Um, but yeah, today it's kind of I'm kind of relaxing a wee bit. So
That's good. That's
yeah,
good because definitely I wouldn't have imagined you being relaxed given the amount of like topics and stories that you've jammed into 6 tracks. Like
yeah,
obviously 6 tracks is very normal of a length for an EP, but once I read a bit more into all the songs and the twists and turns that it
mhm,
takes,
yeah.
that's a lot. Like even right from the start, Beautiful Liar, big bright opener, and you said that this is about letting go of so-called friends. So is 2025 the year of, I don't know, revenge?
No, no, I wouldn't say revenge. No, actually, these friends and these people, they are long gone. So, you know, long, and I mean long gone. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I just kind of I went when I was writing that song, I was writing a song about initially I was writing about a toxic relationship. And then in between writing, I was like, Jesus, not another one. Like how many of those songs you have, Paddy, do you know? So I went in a bit deeper in my own life and yeah, like obviously kind of like secondary school shit, you know what I mean? Just yeah, yeah, you know yourself. And yeah.
We've all
So
been there.
I wrote about that and listen, like like a lot of my songs, a lot of it is really exaggerated to make it sound good, if that makes sense. So don't worry, it wasn't that bad. But yeah, I did there was a few moments that I just like, that happened in my life that I really exaggerated in the song.
Yeah, but exaggeration is part of the creative license you have in songwriting. I mean, it's the same as people write bangers about stories that never happened at all, but they're just really good storytellers. You know,
Well,
you're
yeah,
allowed to
yeah,
change definitions and stuff. Like,
that's true.
You know, well, I think one of my favorite songs of 2023 or 24, can't remember which one, is Vertigo by Griff, where she says, "You're scared of heights, that's vertigo." And the amount of people correcting saying vertigo isn't scared is doesn't mean you're scared of heights, it just means your head spins.
Yeah,
Saying,
yeah,
no, give me creative license. It's
yeah,
a
yeah.
condition that you get from heights. I'm using the twirly emoji for all the promo, all the imagery is spinning.
Hmm.
Leave me alone.
Like, people just relax. Yeah, just relax. Listen to the song. Listen to the music. Do you know, it's a good story. Okay, like, do you have like friends that like would exaggerate so much in their stories?
Oh,
Um,
we all have a Jay from the in-betweeners in our lives.
yeah, 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 exactly. And you're just like, that didn't happen. But you know what? You're not hurting anyone by saying it. It's kind of funny, so I'm gonna let it slide. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um, so yeah, yeah, I don't mind a bit of exaggeration as long as it doesn't hurt anyone, you know?
absolutely. And you did your exaggeration, but you're not putting anyone on blast, so you're grand.
Oh no, I name no names. I name no names.
Exactly,
Yeah, yeah,
exactly. And in total contrast to that, God, I was hit hard when I heard "Not Ready to Love You." That was an oof. Like,
okay, that wasn't an exaggeration.
yeah, I got that.
Yeah, yeah,
That one
yeah,
you can really feel how it feels like a difficult one to admit from
yeah.
listening to it.
That was a weird one, man. That was a weird one. Really, they're probably like the most personal song that I've ever written, maybe. And I remember writing it and then like looking to kind of record it, and I kind of like showed the lads that I was working with like the voice note that's on the Spotify, and I was like, oh yeah, like I wrote this the other day. What do you think like for recording? And they were like, just keep it as it is. Do you know, like, and I really felt like because it's a voice note. Literally, I
Mm,
recorded into my phone with the guitar, and I suppose it just makes it more personal. It's more like a message to that person that I'm talking to, do you know? So yeah, it was a risk, do you know? I was experimenting a lot with it, but I think it paid. I think it worked. I don't know.
no, absolutely. Like that, taking that risk kept a lot of the rawness in there, and like the vocals are really hitting on that one, and to an extent with what you want to tell and the way that the song developed from a voice note.
Yeah.
I actually don't know if you'd manage to capture it the same doing it again in the studio where you have all the equipment in front of you. You have been counted in and you have to deliver a performance as opposed to where you just sat and played your guitar and let it
Hmm.
go.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, I'm really happy because I can hear it as a studio version as well. I can hear like piano, I can hear strings, I can hear various instruments, that could be added, and, a proper studio vocal as well. But I just think the rawness of it and just yeah, it just makes it more personal and yeah, yeah, I like what I did. I like what I did.
I like what you did too. And I think you should keep the door open to maybe do different versions. Like, I'd love to hear a piano version of it
That would be
someday if
cool.
that's something you wanted to do. Because this one, I think, is really going to silence a room at your gigs in a good way.
Oh, it did. Oh, it did.
Oh, you've
It,
already road tested it.
I did, yeah, I tried it. I did a support. I'm not gonna say who I supported because it's actually a bit of a secret.
Okay.
It's a secret headliner, and it's gonna be on Virgin Media, which is pretty cool. Um, but I've been sworn to secrecy by Virgin Media. So, but there was like an audience that came in, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna give this a go," and it went down really well. Do you know, all the other songs were really upbeat, like "Hold My Breath," "Serotonin," "Complicated," like over and over, and then you just had this one, and I remember like the guys that were interviewing me afterwards were like, "That was a risk," and I was like, "Yeah, yeah, it's terrifying," but I think it worked. I think hope.
No, I think you did. And closing off with the creativity is how you personified your job and over. Because I didn't get that on first listen. And it was once I heard you talking about it that I was like, oh shit, that's a nice twist.
Yeah, I
If you're
mean,
not that happy in the song, it's a refreshing twist.
yeah, no, I appreciate that. Thank you. No, it was. I just remember being working in a coffee shop, and I was just fuck this. Like, customer service, man. I've been doing it since I was 17, and I was just like, oh my God, no, I can't do this. And again, started writing a song about toxic relationship, blah blah blah. And then I was like, listen, Paddy, you need to expand. And I was working in the coffee shop, and I started just over and over 9 to 5, and I was like, ah, wait, this is kind of making sense. And yeah, yeah,
That's brilliant. Well,
yeah.
that's a few songs from the EP. There's more. I won't spill everything for the listeners, but you can listen to over and over the EP out now. Going to get you on the road this year. Catch you at some gigs.
Mm-hmm. Oh, do. Overpass in April. Um, when's this coming out? Do you reckon? A couple of weeks?
Sometime around that, like, yeah.
Okay, I have a gig in a couple of weeks, probably not then. I yeah, and I have headline shows in Dublin and somewhere in the UK at the end of the year that is yet to be announced, but they will be announced soon. So
Cool, cool. Keep an
teaser.
eye. We can get all the details on your socials and get those announcements when they come out. You can
Yeah,
listen to the EP wherever you get your music. Thank you, Paddy Keyes, for coming on to Léim Thart.
thank you for having me, man. Appreciate it.